On the Nigerian Television Authority, Dynamic Diet is a multifaceted program that gives you different things that happen around us. With our weekly mirror segment, we have our entertainment segment and of course the sports segment. So we'll be kickstarting today with the weekly mirror segment. On this segment, we'll be looking at the local government election. Of course, the due date is today and I have a prominent guest in the house. I'll not let the cat out of the bag. After this time out, you get to meet him and we'll be talking about the ongoing local government election in Ondo State. Stay tuned. Joining me, the program is Dynamic Diet on the Nigerian Television Authority. Like I said earlier on, I have a guest in the house and he is Joseph Aremo. He is the Associate Professor of Law and of course you would like to know that he's the Secretary for Forum of State Independent Electoral Commission of Nigeria and is also Chairman of ODEC. You're welcome to the show.
Good morning, presenter. And good morning, our people at home.
Okay, so congratulations.
Thank you
on today's election after so much postponement.
It wasn't as a result of our own fault.
Okay.
It was as a result of the fault of the key election stakeholder, that is the political party. The non-compliance on their part, because election is a class, a special thing on its own. In any case, it's guided by law and the rules set by the electoral body. But the moment you skip a step, you can never make it to the top. That is the reason why the moment there is no compliance on the part of the major election stakeholder, I think the political party, there's nothing we can do. We can't conduct election for ourselves, as you are aware. And as of today, candidate as we stand for an election must be sponsored by a political party. Political party is key in terms of conducting or participating in an election. If you are not a member of a political party, you cannot be a candidate. Today, you know, the law, the ground of the constitution does not allow for independent candidacy. When we find now that there was no compliance on their part, we set our timetable, all those things that they needed to do, they couldn't do it. We had no option other to reschedule to a later day. And this we have done, at least tries, to ensure that we have time again to sensitize them. We organize workshop for them, seminar, to tell them about the imperative of them to come together and to know that our people are yearning for democracy and to do the needful. After much workshop and sensitization, enlightenment for the political party and other key election stakeholders, we have to reschedule to today. Today be the day. And the fact ever remained that we told them that even with the recent Supreme Court decision, there is no alternative to democracy at the grassroots. You are aware that we have level or tiers of government, the federal, the state, and the local government. And the closest to the people is the local government. That's why we call it grassroots government. And the law is so clear. When you look at Section 7, for example, it upholds the fact that the structure of the local government must be democratically structured. That is, the personnel must be democratically elected. There's no two way to it. Therefore, we have to engage them severally. I mean, the key election stakeholders, mainly the political parties, to tell them, come, there's no two way to this. You just need to go and put your house together and do the needful under our guideline, under the law. Now, when they now came up that way, they are ready to abide by this. We have to fix today, and we ensure that we operate in tandem with the provision of the enabling law. Thank you.
Okay, so what has been your experience during the preparation, aside organizing seminar and sensitizing people? So can you share with us your experience?
Yes, we have vast experience. You know, when you deal with politicians, you are dealing with the major mover and shaker. Let me quote term of governance. Sometimes when you tell them, okay, for this period, under the law, you must submit certain form. Let me tell you, most of the form we give to them, particularly candidate, everything, we're giving her free of charge.
Oh, wow.
Yes. The only area where we collected stipend is when we asked them to pay 15,000 for councillorship form and 30,000 as nomination fee for chairmanship. I know what other states charge. However, we believe that there's not much to them coming together to comply. Now, the major challenge we have was that when you send the timetable, when you organize the sensitization workshop and enlightenment program, they will tell you they want to comply. Even at the time they were saying that, well, you are eager to conduct this election, perhaps because you are a lawyer. I said no, it is because the law empowers us to do this little. And not only that, it's because the grassroots will not be perfectly structured if there's no democracy. Then, now, why don't you just come under the tenet and provision of our law and guideline and do the needful? At many occasions, I have to be on air like this to tell even people at home that for those of them who are politicians, please go and challenge your executive or party, that let them do the needful. That's one thing. Because without them doing the needful, it is becoming impossible for you to conduct the election. We cannot put the name of people on the ballot paper.
Yes.
What we have on the ballot paper is the name of the party, irrespective party, and its logo, not the name of the candidate. Because the law, as of today, provides that you can only contest an election when you are sponsored by a political party. It means that without being sponsored by a political party, you cannot be a candidate. And we deal with candidates. Like I said, no independent candidates. It's a major thing. Until we get them at least to key into this and to make them realize that there are people at whom are indeed yearning for democracy at the grassroots. If you want to assess the performance of any government, you will look at the performance at the grassroots. That's why we talk about local government as grassroots government. At the time, I could remember that I said, no, until they finish the gubernatorial election, they are not going to participate. You see, there's nothing we could do under to reschedule. And under the law, we have that discretion. And we say, okay, come. For those, we now said further, what we see is outline of continuation of program and activities. It was not as if we cancelled the earlier one. For all those areas that were not covered, for them to cover under the law. And the moment we have that one done, we have to set for election. Today we have 13 registered political parties who certify the requirement of the law. Until we, no, at least less than 48 hours, one of the party pulled out. People have been asking me that now one party has pulled out from the process. That as the chairman of the commission, don't you think what do you think is the likelihood effect of such? I say it has no effect. It's inconsequential, because if we have 30 political parties having certified various requirements we have set and the law, and within just 48 of the election they say they are pulling out, the law does not allow us to now say because of that to abort the process. No, it's like when you are taking like 13 students to write an exam, and one suddenly later pull out that is not writing an exam.
It cannot affect others.
You are not saying you are going to stop the exam. It is not possible. Therefore, those who are ready, I used to tell people, party are just mere platform. It doesn't matter. They are just mere platform. The fact that today in Nigeria, the fact that one is a party today, but tomorrow can be another party. Our concern is about the people. It's about what the law asks us to do. Let me tell you, if assuming the law has provided for independent candidacy, and we have that, maybe 2 or 3 people for councillorship in local government, and we have for 18 local government, we have gone ahead to conduct the election, not minding the fact that one party, either ruling or not ruling, we have no business with any party. Our business is about the law, our business is about the process, and to do it right, we must begin to learn how to do the right. Thank you.
You guys are doing a great job. So now have all the materials, sensitive and non-sensitive, been dispatched to all the wards?
We have not distributed the non-sensitive material.
Okay.
I think what you should be asking us that, has the sensitive material got it to respective destination? The answer is capital yes.
Okay.
Election we have started that because it's 8 a.m. We distributed the sensitive material yesterday, and we even created what we call super, that is registration area center. to enable a seamless and easier and faster distribution to ward and unit. Instead of just moving the sensitive material from our area offices, no, we have to create some center that are much closer to unit and to the ward, so that from there they can move. As I speak now, the process has started. The voting and accreditation take place simultaneously. The moment you are accredited, you vote. And the process is between the hour of 8 and 2 p.m. today. However, I must say this, whoever is on the queue, even by 2, it doesn't matter if it's going to take them up to 6 or 7 to vote, because we don't have the power to discipline anybody.
Yes.
But the moment it's 2 p.m., the security personnel will stand behind the last person on the queue, even though we take them next 12 hours to assess them, provided that they're on the queue. The process is seamless. You can see the atmosphere is peaceful.
So which agencies are you partnering with to make this election a success?
Thank you. I must say this is the first time we are having even the state anti-corruption, Public Complaint and Commission. They are the feed. Go to another central, you will find them. At the central, here in Akure, you find them. At the servers, they are there. The essence of having them collaborating with them is that we front situation that will not allow people to vote according to their conscience. Inducement, financial inducement, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Vote trading. Then whoever is caught, I know the person will definitely face the music. It's about the system. And I keep on telling people, to get it right, everybody must learn how to do the right thing. Then it's a mindset. It's about our value system. Now we have that. We have, as I speak, we receive over 1,000 applications from observers, from people who apply to come to observe NGO. But after scrutinizing their document and application, we approve 50. And these 50s are distributed across the 18 local government, so that they will observe. When they observe, whatever they see we are doing right, let them applaud us. Whenever they find that our team, we ought to have done better, there are always room for improvement. Then aside this, we have NOA, National Registration Agency. They are there. There are different organizations. Even your colleagues, president, they are everywhere. The media. The essence is to see that the exercise is free, fair, credible, and transparent. And the security agencies, they are performing wonderfully. As I speak, you find out that there is vehicular restriction. We don't want a situation where people will infiltrate our state from neighboring or from other area, or where we have good law hijacking the process of legitimizing people to vote. Ultimately, sovereignty belongs to the people. And because of this, the collaboration, the synergy we have is just quite commendable. And they are doing wonderfully. When I was coming, I found out that, in fact, everywhere,
Yes.
we can't find movement of vehicle. That's how it should be. Now we know that franchise is a right. It is not a duty. However, it is better for people to vote, because if you don't vote a candidate, don't come back and complain. To get it right, we must learn how to do the right thing. Thank you.
Now, electing the right people into position is a serious business. Even yesterday, students did not go to school to show that it's a serious thing. But there's this issue that is creeping into our electoral system, which is vote buying. You mentioned
Yes.
it. How can we curtail it and make people, to stand up to the right that this is what we want?
Like I've told you, it's about having the mindset to do the right thing. They said charity begins at home. That's why I said that this is the first time we are having a very varied collaboration with a body or a commission set up under the law to fight financial crimes and inducement etc. As I speak, they are there monitoring. Whoever is caught will definitely be prosecuted. They are spread across the 18 local government. I will tell you, they have their own strategy. It's always better for people to vote for whoever they like. Like I used to tell people, when you talk about inducement, it erodes your sovereignty as a person. Because even under the law, the Section 14 of the Constitution provides that sovereignty belongs to the people. Even through which the Constitution itself derives its force of validity. It means that for any government to be legitimate, It has to be from the people. For any government to be purposeful, it must be from the people. And the moment there's inducement, it is not for your mind. You are voting in the direction of that financial gain. Even your sovereignty, which is your absolute power to take decision without any external influence, is now being eroded. Now, what I will just say is that, as we talk about grassroots governance, we also talk about how to inculcate the right attitude, the right value system to our children right from the elementary stage, so that it will not become part and parcel of themselves. Then it's about our value system. The moment we have a change of mind, we get there. The moment some people are used as scapegoat, it becomes deterrent. Deterrence in two forms. One, it will serve as what we call general deterrent. If somebody is caught, for example, engaging in vote trading today and is prosecuted, then those who might likely want to follow the same path, there's a likelihood of them having a change of mind. That's general. The second one is the individual deterrent. If the person, for example, after being prosecuted, is in prison, if he come back and that one will serve as a lesson, he will not want to go again. That is still about doing the right thing. Our value system, inculcating the right value to our children. We talk about catch them young. Number two, we talk about prosecuting those who are culpable. You see, it doesn't matter. The moment there's no selective prosecution and arrest, we get it. We get there. It's about time. I believe that the system one day will be sanitized. That's why we are poised to conduct an election that will benchmark not only for Nigeria but in Central Africa. And we'll be saying it, that this election it must be transparent. It doesn't matter who wins, but what matters to us is for the people to decide who they want as their leader at the grassroots.
Okay, so apart from the agencies, which security agencies are also making it a huge success?
Yes, the police, for example, the civil defense, the immigration, and all of them.
They are all on ground.
Everybody, we have had series of meetings because under the arrangement we have security meeting and another thing. Every security agent, NDLA, immigration, even road safety, every security agent you can ever think of, they are on ground. And the essence is to ensure that there is peaceful atmosphere, because you can't get a credible where there's no peace. And so far, I know we have just started. I want to believe God that by the time we finish, the entire people of the state and by extension Nigeria will be proud of the process.
Amen.
Thank
All
you.
right, Dr. Aremo, you are doing a great job. I will soon allow you to go and do your job because you have to leave your busy schedule to join us here. But I would like you to also let us know how far has this election been going. They started since 8 a.m. Have you been getting feedback from your commissioners and people out there? How has it been going?
Yes, they have not been complaining. So far, so good. It depends. The moment we set up a unit, a polling unit, by 8, it is when people get there. Then the moment I step out of the studio, I will be able to get feedback.
Okay.
So far, so good. I've never gotten any contrary feedback.
And your mind will be there, right?
I'm there to know. So that if I know what we have, it is, what can we do? The essence of this poll is to ensure that the people vote count.
Okay, so going forward, hope the state electoral body will not be scrapped in Nigeria.
Well, you want me to talk as a lawyer. You see, INEC, just like ODEC and others, state independent commission, the one called here, they are all creation of the constitution.
Okay.
And there are procedures for even amending the constitution. Before you can scrap here, for example, state independent commission, after the concurrent passage of the bill at National Assembly, it required 2/3 states houses of assembly. That is, for how many states now? 2/3 of 36 state houses of assembly. We are talking about 24 states houses of assembly to do the same nature before you can amend it. And again, when you look at federalism, the essence of federalism is decentralization of power, devolution of power. The moment you are concentrating power at the center, it becomes unitary. And our constitution specifically provides that Nigeria is a federal state. Then election is an item under concurrent legislative leave. That means that both the federal and the state has legislative competence over such. Then when scrap is here, I think what people should be pushing for, or advocates that be coming out, should be to strongly steer. It's about if steer is about grassroots, and INEC is about the national and state. Then it's about strengthening it, having a stronger framework, giving us more strength, more autonomy, so to say. And the moment that one is done, we need to get results. For us, as here, like we said, when you introduced me as the National Secretary of the 36 State Forum of State Independent Electoral Commission, we are ready to to comply with the law. If we have a body set up by the federal government, and we have a body set up by the state under the same constitution, all that is required for them to perform maximally is to strengthen them.
Amen.
Thank you.
All right, thank you so much. My guest has been Dr. Aremo. He is the Professor Associate of Law. It's good to have you here.
Thank you.
And I thank you so much for enlightening us. I hope you have a wonderful day today and all will end up in success.
Amen.
Your good job will not end in, shambles. It will
be
successful.
That's my concern. Yes. Thank you.
I know your mind is there, so we'll allow you to go.
Thank you.
Okay, the program starts, we continue shortly with our segment, our entertainment segment, as Dr. Aremo will be forging ahead to do his job at his location over there. Stay tuned.